Alright, so in order to install the GNU MCU Eclipse plugins, okay, we have to visit this GitHub repository, okay. So I'll just copy this and I'll just paste it here. Okay, so and thanks to this maintainers, okay, for providing such a nice plugins, okay, which indeed help us to extend our Eclipse for the ARM microcontrollers code development, okay. So and here you have to click on Eclipse plugins, okay. So here you can see these are the GNU MCU Eclipse plugins for ARM and the RISC-V C and C++ developers, okay. Alright, so here just click on Eclipse plugins, okay, and once you come here just click on releases. Alright, and here you can see that GNU MCU Eclipse plugins, the version is 4.1.1, okay, which is the latest. Okay, so let's go for this, and thanks to this maintainer, all right, for creating this. And so what you have to do is now just click this continue reading, okay, so which will take you to this blog, okay, which is very, very informative, and you must read different sections over here in order to understand the entire Eclipse and microcontroller development setups, okay. And here what we are going to do now is very, very simple. Okay, so just open your notepad, okay, and note this link, okay. He has mentioned important public URL for the new v4 Eclipse update site is this one, okay. So that means all the plugins you can extract from this link, okay. So what I suggest to you is just copy this link. Okay, so this is a link from where we are going to extract the GNU MCU Eclipse plugins, okay, the latest version. All right, so just note that address in one notepad, okay, and also copy this name, GNU MCU Eclipse, just name it as plugin, okay. Great. Now go back to your workspace and just open Eclipse, okay, and here just launch this Eclipse application in your PC. Just click on run. So now this will launch Eclipse Neon 3 version. Okay, so when you launch it, Eclipse will always ask you which workspace to open, okay. Workspace is nothing but the collection of various projects, okay. So you have to give one suitable path here, and you have to give one suitable name for your workspace, okay. So now that's why we have created this folder Eclipse workspace, because we are going to save all our workspace in this folder, okay. So now let me copy this path, okay, and let me paste here. Now let's give one name for our workspace, okay. So now let me give a demo workspace, okay. I'll just give the name as demo, okay. So you can give any meaningful name, okay. So now what I'm going to do is click OK, okay, and you can see that a workspace folder is created, okay, under this directory. Great. So now the Eclipse is opened successfully, and this is the home screen, okay. This is Eclipse, and it doesn't know anything about our microcontroller plugins which we are going to download, right? So now we have to instruct the Eclipse now to download those plugins, okay. So now just go to help and click on install new software, okay, and here click on add. So now open your notepad, and in the name field just copy this, okay. This is just an identification name, okay, and after that copy this path and give here, okay, and after that click on OK. So now the Eclipse will search for the suitable plugins, and it identified, yes, there exists some plugins, okay. So just expand this. Now Eclipse is asking what are all things you need to install, okay. So this is something we don't understand, just forget it, okay. And the GNU MCU ARM cross compiler plugin. Okay, it's a plugin. Remember, it's not a binary. Okay, it's not a cross compiler binary. Okay, so that we downloaded separately, right, in the previous lectures. It is just a plugin, that is the software extension. Okay, so just click this. We need this plugin. And code red debug perspective, we don't want that. Documentation, we don't want that. Freescale, we are not interested. Okay, and if you are using Freescale microcontroller, then probably you have to use this. Okay, and generic Cortex M project template, yes, let's select that. Okay, JLIC debugging, let's select that. And OpenOCD debugging, just select that. Okay, I will tell you later what is OpenOCD is. PAX, okay, let's check that. PyOCD, no. QEMU, you can check that. And RISC-V cross compiler, no, we don't want that. And GNU MCU, the project templates for STM32FX based microcontroller, better to check this also. Okay, great. So these are all the things you need to enable for the time being. Okay, and if you want anything extra, we can always do that later, no worries. Okay, great. So now let's click next, and it needs the internet connection, of course, in order to install all these plugins. Great. So now let's click next and just accept the terms and condition, and just click on finish, and it will take some time to install all those plugins onto your Eclipse. Okay, so now it is asking something. You are installing software that contains unsigned content. I think you can go there. Okay, just click OK. It is saying that I need to restart Eclipse. Okay. Alright, so now my Eclipse is ready with the Eclipse plugins. Okay, so that you will see later. So what are the changes we made to the Eclipse? Okay, so let's not worry about that. Just think that the Eclipse plugin installation is successful. Okay, just go ahead and do this. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lecture.